are you doing and what can you do to rectify that? Is it, was that largely a function of the Stanford defense?
Yeah, spoke about this already. And if we could move on to Utah, that would be great. Puts a knot in my stomach to talk about last week. And we talked on Saturday, we talked on Sunday. And so, but it's offensively, the 2 weeks before that we ran the ball very well. We didn't execute well and didn't block and didn't run hard. And, so there was, and like I said before, 2 days in a row, is giving them credit for doing a good job. And so, and same type of situation this week with Utah. Utah's second leading defense in the conference, a very physical group up front. We'll have to do a better job of blocking at the point of attack.
Offensively, are they starting to resemble a little more of the spread team you saw in the bowl game than as opposed to more pro style they did last year, Utah?
Yeah, they're more. It seems like they're more single back stuff, spread out. They have a young quarterback who's getting better each and every week. Looks like he's gaining confidence. A big, tall guy who has very good vision. Been pretty accurate throwing the football. And then, White is always a threat running the football. And so they seem to be a little bit more spread out now.
The guys that you talked about Sunday were beat up. Did you see any progress with them today? Any status change?
No, no major injuries as far as surgeries or anything like that go, but quite a few guys were limited today, and hopefully as the week goes on, we keep getting better each week as far as the health is concerned. Which I'm hopeful and encouraged that they will be. But today was a little soon still for sprained ankles and things like that.
Is McCain in that category? Do you expect to have him on Saturday?
Again, same. Like I just said, same thing. It's a day-to-day thing with guys who have sprained ankles, or little tweaks of the ankle. Those guys will, rehab, and they've been doing a good job of getting their rehab. And typically with those type of things, each and every day they get a little bit better, and then, ready for game time.
Jeff, why do you think that you're not as efficient in the red zone as you were a year ago, and what specifically do you need to do better now going forward?
Well, it's what are we, 7th in the conference? We've kicked a lot of field goals down there. We're settling for field goals, which is not optimal, of course. And so it's the same thing. It comes down to execution and making plays, and so on and so forth. It's really no different than out in the field. It's when you get down there, it's about execution. It seems like different weeks are different things. I don't think you can put your finger on one thing. So whether you're running the ball or throwing the ball or protecting the passer or catching the ball or whatever it may be.
When Utah played SC, they lined Otuola right over the center, which I hadn't recalled them doing before. Is that a one-game thing, or are they?
No, they do that. They do that all the time. I mean, they do it consistently.
And what sort of challenge is that going to present for Brian?
Well, he's a great player. As I've seen in reports that he's touted as being maybe the #1 player taken in the draft. He's a physical guy. He's very quick. He's very strong. And so when you line up over the center, especially if you're one-on-one with him, it makes it difficult. So you try not to be one-on-one as much as possible. But any center who has to play with him right over the top of him, is in for a challenge. But Brian's a good player, and Brian's an experienced player, and so got a big week ahead of him.
Does Twickie have the combination of technique and power to at least hold his own against Star?
Well, we'll find out. It's Star's. Like I said, he's an excellent player, and you have to give him a lot of respect. And he makes his share of plays. He doesn't get that attention because he doesn't make plays. He makes his plays, and so. But Brian will compete and play hard, and But again, it's both in the run game and in the pass game. He's not going to be one-on-one with them all the time. So. Got to have help.
Do you expect this to be a low-scoring game?
I don't know. It's I know they have a very good defense, and you have to earn everything you get against them. The last couple of weeks, they've held teams down. So they're a solid group on defense. There's no doubt. They always have been. Ever since we played them a long time ago. Kyle does a good job on defense. With scheme, and their players play extremely hard. Star's not the only guy. The Kruger brothers are very good. Their safety is excellent. They just play really hard. They fly to the ball. They're good tacklers. They do a nice job.
Obviously, you experienced a quarterback going down in mid-season. They had Jordan Lynn go down really early. Has their offense sputtered, you think, because of the tumult back there under center, or has the true freshman kind of settled things down a little bit?
No, Hayes played, pretty much all last year, and now that they brought the young guy in, it doesn't look like he's overwhelmed by any means. He's got good vision. He runs with the football when he needs to. He's accurate throwing it, and so for a big guy, he's athletic. He can move the pocket. You would think somebody that's 6'6" or 6'7", whatever he is, that that their mobility would be limited, but that's not true. They run quarterback draws with him, the zone read game, and and like I said, his vision and his accuracy looks like he's very comfortable, in what they're doing. So he's been in there for a few games now, and looks like the experience is paying off because he's playing pretty well.
It appears that your guys have continued to play hard. Do you have any issues with that?
Not at all.
And what about their confidence? Could you get a sense of where they're at emotionally today in practice?
Yeah, we had a very good practice today. Very good practice. We came off 2 big wins and an emotional loss. But I've never questioned at all the effort. The attitude has been very good, and I have confidence that we'll have a great week of practice today. We had a very good day, and so like we said before, when we have some tough losses earlier, we can't have a hangover off of a tough loss. It's of course everybody was very disappointed, but you can't let it continue to drag you down day after day, and that's why I don't keep talking about it day after day, is because it's time to move on. And we took our lumps, and now we need to move forward. And so we had a very good practice today, good energy level, and I expect the same the rest of the week.
How are Utah's receivers? Pac-10, Pac-12, of course, has a lot of great receivers. Where did Utah's group rank in there with what are the problems they present?
Well, they're good receivers. I mean, they can all run. They can all run. They catch the ball well, and You know, so it's definitely a part of their offense that they can stretch the field with their receivers. They can throw it underneath, or they can stretch the field deep. They're fast enough to stretch the field deep, so they can make plays.
How different is a team of, how different is Utah at home this year? And from what you know of playing at their stadium, is there a significant advantage for them at home?
Yeah, I think it's big time. I don't know, you know, because obviously we haven't been there yet this year, but I watch the game tape, and when I watch a game tape, and when I've seen some games on TV, very loud, very hostile environment. They take a lot of pride. You know, they put that thing up every legal procedure. They put a 5-yard deal up along the stands there. So it's they take, and I understand it's what they call the blackout game. So they'll be revved up and ready to go. You know, so it's a very hostile place to play. I remember playing there last time. It was like that, and everything that I see now, be it on TV or on film, it looks like, you know, obviously you can hear some on TV, but on film you see them bouncing up and down in the stands, you know, and they're into it, and so I assume it's going to be very loud. And they have a lot of, you know, their team feeds off that energy at home without a doubt.
Going forward, are there things in terms of your creativity and play calling that you want to explore that you haven't yet? Are there things that you feel like we should try these things to become a little bit?
Well, again, it goes with it just goes with the defense that you play. You know, you know, and what you feel like you can do. You know, what you feel like you can execute, what you can block. You know, and so on and so forth. You can't just throw caution to the wind and say we're just going to do these crazy things and then, you know, not be sound in your pass protection and not be sound in your run block. You know, those type of things. You know, it's you know, different week we do different things depending on who we're playing, and that's how we approach each game.
When I was reading how Kevin had to say the last couple of days, he noted they've only got 2 interceptions, which is staggering considering what sort of talent they have in the front seven. Is it bad luck? What are you seeing when you watch their secondary on tape?
Well, they're very aggressive. They've been in position to make some plays on balls, but it seems like receivers have done a good job of breaking them up. You know, they've been there and guys go up for the ball and just haven't come down with it. You know, that receivers have done a good job of turning into defenders. And the tapes that I was just watching, you know, I don't watch every single play from every game, but it's but that's what I've seen over the film study that I've seen is they've been in position but just haven't come down with the ball.
Okay, any other questions for Coach? Okay.
Okay, thanks.